guys, it's Kay. Welcome back to my channel. Today I just want to do a video to motivate you guys. I know a lot of you been telling me about your stories of like rejection, and maybe you've been applying to a certain job and you haven't been getting any callbacks, or maybe applied to certain schools and nothing's happening. And I just want to let you know that like we all go through those things. Last year I think was not the greatest year for me. Like as far as like things I expected to happen with certain people and certain like success, when it comes to like success and things I expected for like school and stuff. But I'm just realizing that all those obstacles that I had to deal with is making me a stronger person. I haven't gotten certain things that I wanted. There's certain things I'm like, please let it happen this year. And it didn't happen. And you know what? I'm okay. Like, I survived. I'm a stronger person because of it. And I'm able to like help other people. Like a lot of me get into YouTube and building my YouTube is because of certain things not happening my way. Like I want to show my journey, but like me not getting certain things forced me to say, you know what, well, let me try this thing. Let me, make these videos to help people. Let me build my brand. Like I would have never had this if certain things happened for me the way I wanted them to. Now I feel like I'm working on something even bigger because, I got rejected from things that I wanted. And, it's always hard when you're really passionate about something and it's not happening your way. But I think a lot of times God is saying, go bigger. I have bigger plans for you. Like I remember when I was in high school, and I had a really great GPA, always had a great GPA, and I had like a 3.7 GPA in high school, and I was applying to so many schools. I was part of the National Honor Society, and I'm thinking, yes, I'm gonna get in, like this is gonna be a piece of cake. And then I was not getting into certain schools, like schools I expected to get into. And then I think I only got into like one school, which I thought was crazy because people that didn't have the GPA that I had was getting into schools and I wasn't getting in. So I'm like, what is wrong? Like, what's going on? What's wrong with me? And then I realized later that, if I had things my way, certain things wouldn't have happened. Like I wanted to get into a certain school, and if I got into that school, I wouldn't have that experience I had at the university I went to. I was blessed to have gone there. But, I'm just realizing that sometimes, like, God wants more for you. And you may want certain things for yourself. And you may say, okay, I want my life to happen this way at this time. But that's not how it works, and sometimes like your rejection and things that you don't get in your life, it could be like a testimony for other people, because I feel like certain things that I'm rejected from, and I'll share more with you guys in the future, but certain things that don't happen for me, it's allowed me to help other people. People can relate to me and I can relate to them because I can say, look, I went through this and I'm good now. So I feel like sometimes like God puts you through certain things so that you can be a blessing to other people. So that's why I try and use my platform with YouTube to really reach people that may be going through the same struggles that I went through. Like, a lot of people are saying they're having trouble like getting jobs as a tech. And I remember when I was also going through that. But me going through that allowed me to make these videos, and I can tell you exactly what will work. And I can show you that, hey, I had trouble too. It took me months to get a job as a tech, but look at me now. Like, I've been a tech for a couple of years, And sometimes it seems like you won't overcome certain situations, but you always do. You know, sure, I could have things my way, and I could have people in my life that I wanted to be in my life, and you know, I could have my career happening the way I wanted to happen, but then certain other things wouldn't have happened, you know. So you just have to learn to be like grateful for where you are in life. You know, a lot of times we're not grateful and we just expect and we want more and more and more, but you have to learn to be grateful. And that, I think having that attitude just changed me for the better. Now, like, instead of me wanting more or expecting this to happen this way, now I'm just grateful for where I am. I'm grateful for things I've overcome. And I just say, you know what, you know, when God wants me to have certain things, then it'll happen. But until then, I'm not going to stress myself out. I stopped worrying so much about, you know, getting this at this time. Now I'm just working hard and doing my part, you know, because when you do your part, I think that makes a big difference. You know, God will always take care of you when you do your part. And sometimes when things seem impossible, when you do your part, He'll open certain doors for you. So, so really just like learn to be grateful for what you have, because things could always be worse. You know, like me just working at the hospital shows me that things could always be worse. You know, I have patients my age that have certain diseases, and they had like a better attitude than I did. You know, I remember I had like a patient, she had like Crohn's disease. And, you know, if you don't know what that is, that's like a disease of the bowels. And, like, she's like stuck in the hospital like all the time. She can't eat what she wants to eat. And it's just, I don't know, I felt so bad for her, but her attitude was so great. And then I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? I'm like perfectly healthy. Like, you know, thank God I'm like, I've never, like last year, I don't think I was sick once, you know. So I'm like, you know what? I need to be more thankful for. Okay, so my storage is running out. But I just learned to be thankful for things instead of like expecting more all the time. I just learned to like thank God for what I do have, because, you know, like even when I'm going through the worst times, those bad times are never going to last forever. So if you're going through a bad time, just expect that there's something good that's always going to come out of that, you know, and you're going to be a much stronger person at the end of the day. Like, I feel so much stronger, wiser, smarter than I was last year, you know, because certain moments, you know, I felt like, man, am I ever going to overcome this? And I've overcome those moments, and I'm a much stronger person. So, just know that, you know, you have to like keep going. Don't ever give up on yourself, and just keep trying. Like, life is going to be filled with twists and turns. Like, you can't expect things to be good all the time, and things won't be bad all the time either. So just know that, you know, the universe has a way of like balancing itself out. And just stay motivated and, you know, keep doing your thing. And I'm pretty sure whatever you desire in your life will happen for you. I know it'll happen for me. Like, maybe not when I wanted to, but when it's supposed to. Yeah, so that's my message for you guys today. You know, don't give up. Just keep going. You know, we got this. All right, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.
Every single day